Cheeto.
Hey,
I
my
watched him sit at a blackjack table, cash in $100 worth of chips. I walked off, stayed gone an hour or so. I come back, he's got $8,000 on the table. I said, we gotta go meet the girls at the steakhouse. He slides it all out, loses the hand, gets up, we're walking off. I'm like, didn't I count up like $8,000 in that? He's like, yeah, that was their money. The fuck it was. Yeah. All you had to do was pick it up.
I go get back.
Welcome back to another episode of the Outlaw Way podcast. We are here with the boss, Nacho Cheeto, my man Chris from JTX, and the random man from JTX over here that doesn't say anything when he's on the podcast with us. But we are back again today talking about some good times, great food, and better stories. Our future events, past events, some dumb shit that's happened, and hopefully a little bit more dumb shit that's going to happen.
There's going to be some dumb shit.
But
don't be so excited about
it,
John.
I'm excited, man. I like the bullshit.
He's excited that he told me what the title was, and then he switched that shit when he introed it. So.
It's just whatever comes out.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I like to switch stuff a little bit every now and then. But I'll tell you what, we got a bunch of events coming up, but the past events of the dumb shit that's happened. I mean, just the other day we were in Hot Springs, and we usually take a Hot Wheels car with us everywhere we go to ride around, just have a good time, just for bullshit. Hell, Cheeto over here got the car stolen by a 4-year-old. We had almost adopted a 4-year-old.
How do you kick a 4-year-old out of the car? Only Cheeto knows. He's like, mine. The fuck it is.
The first couple of seconds, I was like, hey, buddy. And then he's like, mine. I was like, fuck you. Grab him by the collar and throw his ass out the door.
Give me my car.
The crazy fucking thing is, though, we take this Hot Wheels car and we fuck around and have a good time with it. We don't care if kids ride it or whatever. Wheel. But the kids...
I don't want somebody to get confused and think we're out in the parking lot with Hot Wheels.
Oh, yeah. No. But, I mean, this kid was riding in it, whatever. It's fun. Hell, he can ride in it. Who gives a fuck? But then it was like...
well, to a certain extent...
Where's your parents at?
To a certain extent, because you want to be a nice guy, okay? Yeah. So the little kid wants to ride in the car. That's cool.
Yeah.
But what's going through my mind is... Where's his parents? Insurance, concrete. He flips it over. I got to buy his mama a house. You can't ride in the car, buddy. It just ain't happening.
But see, that was the crazy thing, though. What for like the first minute or two, it was like, oh yeah. Then it was like, where's your parents, bud?
It starts out cute.
And then what is an hour later we find his parent?
It was almost an hour later, identical.
Yeah, we just had this random ass 4-year-old kid that we were just completely and totally in charge of for an hour.
The funny part,
people are just too trusting.
Yeah,
that was Saturday. Okay, Sunday. We are going to this food court thing or vending at the event, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Why does all of y'all's stories talk about where you're going to eat?
Oh, we're going to talk about food here in a minute.
She was snacking, baby, all the time.
But we're at the vending thing, and I look over at the table, and I see the same kid sitting with this woman. So I'm thinking, Mom. So I'm waiting on my whatever I ordered, and I go over, and I'm like, are you doing okay, buddy? And she's like, he's doing fine. I was like, yeah, he was trying to get the car yesterday. It's kind of funny, but I'm glad to see his mom with him. And she says, oh, I'm not his mom. I don't know him. I just found him, and we're just sitting here waiting on his parents. I'm like, day two.
Day two, baby.
Day two.
Yeah, his dad was having a great time at the show, though.
And then we almost got hit by the car. Like we're walking to work, and we almost got cleaned by a Charger because we jaywalked.
Oh, yeah, we jaywalked in downtown where everybody's walking across the street.
We stood there for 15 minutes waiting for the Walkman.
Dozens and dozens and dozens of people just walking across the fucking street. We picked the walking area where you're supposed to walk across the street, about fucking died.
Almost got smoked by 80 mile an hour Charger coming around the corner.
Yeah, in downtown
where the speed limit was 25. If you walked across the street where you was supposed to, you wasn't jaywalking.
Well, technically, no.
Well, technically, we weren't permission-wise by the little blinking light to go.
Yeah.
And we just decided to go ahead and go, and we were halfway across, and out of nowhere,
this motherfucker was hauling ass. About died in. But we have a bunch of times. I mean, shit fire.
Your big ass probably would have just hurt the car.
Oh, I'm definitely tolling the car out, 100%. Yeah.
So me and John go to.
It's total.
I can't remember where we went. We came through Shreveport. We decided to take the loop.
Oh, that was a fucking nightmare.
That was fucking horrible.
Yeah, because if anybody knows about this, Shreveport, Louisiana is probably the worst 15 to 20 minutes of your fucking life having to drive through there.
I-20.
Driving on 20 in Shreveport
is absolutely fucking terrible.
I'm from Texas, so I feel like I can sit on this side of the couch for a minute. But when you cross that state line,
it's fucking rough.
I'll tell you what, Ann Richards, George Bush, the rest of them, they built some roads, son. That dude, rolls nice.
That fucking turnpike, baby, whoop. But Louisiana through Shreveport is the worst fucking road that I think I drive on, period, throughout the U.S.
I don't know.
Oklahoma's pretty bad.
I thought Louisiana was the worst until we went to Oklahoma this past
That Indian Trail?
Oklahoma was
the people they fired from Louisiana.
It was pretty bad.
They went to Oklahoma, built some roads.
They went to work in Oklahoma.
Ooh, it was bad.
But other than the roads and the shows and things like that, I think we go to a lot of shows, and shows are great, but I'll tell you what, the food, man, the different types of food we get everywhere we travel to. Like, y'all got this one just specific hard on for this Mexican restaurant out in Las Vegas.
El Dorado Cantina.
Yeah, El Dorado Cantina.
We go to
Chris,
Vegas for a week. I'm going there at least 3 times.
Chris, let me tell you about this fucking Mexican restaurant. It's a 24-hour Mexican restaurant
Next to a strip
that
club.
shares a building with a 24-hour strip club.
That's what I call Mexican food.
And it is fucking not okay. Like,
I've
it's
never ate it.
good, but it ain't great.
All right, I'm going to take
Number
you there.
one.
SEMA.
Number 1.
SEMA, we're going there. So y'all just put it on your plan. But
I've been to SEMA over 10 years in a row. Never been.
Now, they have
to that
all
restaurant.
Sammy Davis
like when you go
Jr.
It's
piss,
off the strip. You got to get it
Yeah.
Uber.
when you go take a piss in the men's bathroom, they have all their plaques up saying they were number 1 this year, number 1 this year, number 1 this year, number 1 this year. And
They've been
fucking-
the
I
number
would
one
be the
restaurant
sumbitch that voted it.
on the West
that
Coast
good?
outside of California, because you don't count California.
No.
But on the West Coast between Utah, Arizona, that area,
they got all these fucking plaques in there.
like they're the best. And it's good food.
And you just know that
John's
every
all
person,
picking it apart. He's married into a Spanish family.
I know.
So that's
he
what
gets,
I'm saying.
He
then.
gets
He gets
authentic
the
Mexican every
Mexican
day.
every day.
The
So
people-
you can't.
the people
we
who
know it's
fucking
not
eat
authentic.
His
it
opinion
sucks.
doesn't count.
I know
here.
it's not
Like,
authentic.
it's good
I mean,
food.
yes.
It's good food. But you know that everybody went there and rated it was white. You just know.
No, I mean that's
We
you
all know what
you see the
authentic.
posts on Facebook of this restaurant. I love it. I love it. I
Oh,
love it. And
Deborah
then
gave it
the
5
one Hispanic
stars.
person's on there like this is junk. This isn't authentic
Yeah.
Mexican food. What
I'll
is
tell
this?
you.
They
I'm
have
on-
have margaritas by the pitcher.
Everybody has
my
margaritas.
wife
Those
is
are
a
good
professional
margaritas
chef.
by
They
the
are
pitcher.
terrible margaritas.
My wife is a professional chef, and she does those reviews for Google. Like she's a 6-star or something or another.
Yeah, the Google review people.
So every city we go to different places, different restaurants. She is extremely picky. I have seen her throw a hamburger back through the drive-in window. And that is one of her top-rated Mexican restaurants. And she knows what authentic Mexican food is, just like I do.
Yep.
I mean, I've had the Tias and homemade tortillas and Tijuana and everywhere else throughout. So, I mean, I've
lot of
had some really
Tias there.
good food. But
So what else, John? We've been to Vegas 3 times in the last 6 months, probably.
Best fucking place we have eaten, hands down, in the last 3 times we've been to
Yeah,
Vegas in the last
Korean
couple
barbecue.
months, that fucking Korean barbecue place.
Hey man,
I'm gonna
That
tell you.
motherfucker
I'll put
right
that
there.
right up there.
They have the grill in the middle of the table. You know, like you go and they just give you the raw
Yeah.
meat and there's
You just fix your yeah.
We're fixing to actually spin the table because Chip fucking hated it.
No, it's
me
not
and
that I hated
Nakia,
it. It's
great
that
time.
I ate at least 20 pounds of food.
I think this is the first time these two ever been to a Korean barbecue.
It was.
We had a
So,
great fucking time.
Yeah, it was
I've
blast.
been to several, and when you go to Houston to Korean barbecue, you go to Dallas Korean barbecue, you go to all these places where
It's 2 different things.
I was expecting Korean barbecue. I got Waffle House Korean barbecue,
It's fucking great.
It was awesome.
and it was a great time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Our waiter took as many shots as we did.
it was awesome.
It was a great
they
fucking
did.
time.
They
like,
did have Korean vodka.
Korean vodka. Now that
was like 12 or 14% alcohol that tasted like cotton candy, whatever
that
flavor you
crap?
wanted.
hammered.
And these two dudes are.
At
This
one
guy
time,
here, his
he
wife
picks
didn't
up-
go with him, so
There it is.
He picked-
Sunhari.
he cut
Soon
loose.
Hard or something.
Oh
he
my God!
He picks up the fucking pitcher of beer we got. Gotta finish it. Starts chugging out of the fucking pitcher. Oh, it was a good time. That was a
it
great
was-
fucking time. We even-
Flavored soju. SOJU.
whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
so
that is.
yeah. At the Korean barbecue place I went to recently, I drank. Yes,
It is some good
You
shit.
could hurt
they brought you a
yourself.
little picture of it with the lid on it, and you just,
That's good
yeah.
shit. That's
oh
good
man,
shit.
Well, we went
could
to
hurt-
NRA.
it was good.
It's smooth.
2 pictures gone. Like
We went
Yeah.
to NRA
You could
in
hurt
Houston.
it was
yourself.
wonderful.
So we're down in Houston, NRA, and we got Huno with us who works for Carr, who is Korean. He migrated here from South Korea, and we go Korean barbecue. He tells us what to order. It's all out and telling us how to do it, and this lettuce and that lettuce, and it is amazing. We go to this place, and they have the same menu that Waffle House has, laminated, stuck to the wall. He's got a red pointer. He's got a red pointer at the end of the table, and he's pointing at it. You can get this and this and this. You're like, what the
Okay, so
fuck?
that anybody that hasn't been to Vegas knows, you go get a hamburger, it's $40. You go out to eat, you're paying $40 a person.
on the strip.
Pretty yes.
Yeah.
This place
Like
was
$20 a person?
Anything, seafood, steak, anything you want,
I got-
all you can eat for $40 a person.
I'm not
I
sure
got-
you could call it steak, though.
Shit, I got Wagyu strips and baby octopuses.
Yes.
At the
They
same
did have
time,
baby
man.
octopus.
I was
Me
fucking
and
some
John,
shit up, baby.
After 2 pitchers of beer each and the soju, and
We had
the-
started marinating our own
we
shrimp in a
start
sauce
looking
we
at-
made.
We start looking at the menu going, what have we not had?
Yeah.
So we
I
had a whole
started out
order
with
of
food
octopus.
poisoning. Don't let this meat touch that meat. An hour later, it's like, fuck it, put all that in there. And
We get
Yeah.
I was like, I'm out.
I had baby octopuses with their little legs wrapped around my shrimp. I was grilling at the same time so I could get some 2 flavors in one. I was shit was getting wild.
They
man.
got on to
No.
me because I was marinating shrimp in the stuff I was dipping my cooked meat in. So it's like, stop. So Chip's wife poured my sauce
That
out so
Korean
that I wouldn't
barbecue.
eat it.
Yeah.
That vodka hit. So.
That vodka.
Hey,
I see how the vodka.
he took like
was
4
good.
bottles back to the hotel.
Oh, salute. So our
he had
waiter,
an extra bottle.
our waiter was like, he was cool as fuck. Awesome fucking dude. I mean, he took as many shots as we were.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but he was
he
a
did.
correctional officer. So that
Yeah, he was a
pretty-
fucking detention officer during the day at a fucking prison in Vegas, and then he worked there at night. And
Oh, the fucking
Every
ice cream.
time, every
was
time we
badass.
poured us a shot, we'd pour a shot and slide it to the end of the table.
and he'd just
He'd
come
walk
by and
by.
take that bitch and go.
Set it back down. Take
So
off.
he was like, he was having a great fucking time. So he was like, "You want to take some with you?" I was like, "Can I?" He was like, "Nah, but I mean, nobody's
but
gonna
yeah.
stop you." So he just like sat 3 or 4 empty bottles of vodka on the table. And he's like, "On the house, boy, I had my fucking hoodie pocket on. I sounded like a dumbass walking in there clanking bottles together. I was like, everybody was looking. I was like, yeah,
The Korean
we're-
barbecue place was really, really good.
We're in deep Chinatown in Vegas, too.
oh
Deep
yeah,
Chinatown.
yeah, that's wild.
So all the job sites you've been on,
Yeah.
would you prefer go out to a place like that, have a good time and eat, or cook on the freaking tailgate of your
I
truck?
prefer a
Cook
taco
on
truck
the-
to pull in a parking lot.
I
honestly.
am a fucking big hotel parking lot cooking kind of guy. Unless we're in Vegas or a big city where I can just go get something to eat where I want to go. If we're in a small podunk ass place and some shit's going on, I'm just gonna get hammered in the parking lot with a baby grill and cook me some pork chops and some steaks on the tailgate of my truck and call it a day.
You took us to a Mexican restaurant in Houston. We almost all got killed.
It's fucking great though, wasn't it?
It was a good ass time.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was sketchy.
Look, so my wife is Hispanic, so when we go to Houston or Dallas or something like that, I know where to go. Because I mean, you can't fucking order there.
No.
But I mean, you're gonna get something good, whatever the fuck you order.
Luckily-
If you go with John's wife, she'll just order for everybody.
She order for everybody.
Yeah.
Luckily,
But,
I got
Like,
my
what do you
truck,
want?
so
You want a chicken dish? You want
I'm good.
steak? You want what do you want?
Yeah, that's a good.
I
fucking
like
time.
steak. I don't want it too spicy. Okay, I'll get you this.
Yeah,
I want it spicy. I'm gonna get you this.
when you fly somewhere, you can't. If you're a Second Amendment person and you own a gun company and you fly somewhere, you can't take all that stuff with you. But if I'm in my truck, I don't care where we go because if it goes
You're
down,
still talking
I
about the
got you.
sketchy restaurant John
Yes.
took us to.
yeah, I like it.
So I was good with it
The
because I was in
sketchier
my
the
truck.
better.
But
Sketchier the better, in my opinion.
Well, it's the good thing. A lot of the shows we go to, except for Vegas,
Yeah.
we drive mostly.
Yeah.
We're trailering something. We're doing this. We're
I
doing
prefer
that,
to
so,
drive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel a little more comfortable
I
that way
think
too.
the first show.
But time is money too. So
It is. I think the first show that I've been to ever that I did not fucking drive to was this past show in Vegas, first SHOT Show and Concrete
Yeah.
Expo.
It's
Because-
very difficult for me and Cheeto to drive to a show that's 20 hours away.
well.
I mean, that
yeah.
gets us out of the office for
I can't
4
do- no.
extra days.
Yeah,
and
my big
that's a
thing
lot.
though is when I'm going to the show, 99% chance is I have something to put in the show, so I have to drive it.
yeah.
That's a big thing. It's just like
Well, we got in
just
the
like
truck.
with y'all.
We got in the truck to come out here today. You know, y'all are 2.5 hours away.
yeah.
He's like, "You want me to drive?" I'm like, "Maybe," because he knows I'm gonna be on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
See,
be. I gotta be on that phone.
You know what?
Like,
The crazy thing is, like driving like that, the fucking amount of time you do lose. Like you're like, oh, it's only a 3-hour trip. The amount of shit that you really seriously can get done in 3 hours if somebody else drives is insane.
Yeah,
Like,
it's two
but
different things.
I'm
Yeah,
in
it is.
control though. I can't.
We really need.
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yes.
If I die because you
That's
fucked
where
up,
I'm at.
I'm
That's where
pissed
I'm
off
at.
when we get wherever we're going. I'm fucking somebody
I
else.
get
We
that weird
really
feeling. I'm
need
like,
a-
we're
a
in my
crew.
truck.
yeah.
we
I'm
need a
driving.
road
Yeah.
crew that drives our shit everywhere, and then we need a tour bus behind it
Tactical midgets.
that
That's
we
what
can
the
get
fuck
work
I'm talking
done
about.
in the tour bus while we're driving.
All right, so I've had this thing ever since. Like, I like midgets, but the problem is, like, I don't know
No,
what to
he's
say to them.
obsessed.
Looks huge in their hands.
So I don't know what to say to them. So when I get close to me, I just kind of. So, but this is the dream, right? There's going to be a tour bus,
There's a reason.
like a big country music, the big
Yeah.
tour bus. It's
Yeah,
going to
okay.
pull up somewhere. It's going to be all wrapped up, and it's going to lower down on the frame, and the door's going to open, and a whole group of tactical
Midgets is gonna
midgets
get
are going to come out and clear
Full
the fucking
security
area,
fucking scene.
and then I'm going to step out. We got to make sure we're safe.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have little
That
Chuck
way, when you go
Norris's,
to the sketchy
like-
place to eat, and
Yeah.
John
You're gonna send the
Fish-
midgets.
If
in first.
11,
Midgets go
if
in first.
11 half-size Chuck Norrises come out of this bus, you ain't fucking with me, because he finna fuck all your knees up. Like all my low shit's done,
Hey,
and
see-
half the time
Biggest
what I'm saying?
fucking
With half the
ACL
effort,
surgery ever.
everything. I'm telling you, they're gonna fuck it up. MCLs, ACLs, cartilage, all kind of shit. Kneecap gonna be bent to the side. Little Chuck Norris's dog.
Motherfucker gives you a right hook and dislocates your knee.
A Walker,
You know
midget
it's a bad-
ranger. Like you fucking with these dudes, man. I'm telling you right now. It's gonna be.
Shit. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, though, the fucking,
Where else we ate? That was
you know, speaking of fucking eating, just, man, the just unrealistic fucking different kinds of food. Like you go north, I feel like the farther north I get, the worse the food is.
Oh, dude, I got
Man,
stories
it's
about
horrible.
that.
And
shit.
you know,
No
and I
seasoning
don't
whatsoever.
know why that is. It's
no
like,
sweet tea.
So
They
I
don't
traveled.
use, they don't
No
use
seasoning.
They don't use seasoning.
I
No.
traveled. I've been in every state but one. So through my fighting career, I traveled to a lot of states, ate a lot of restaurants. So when you get somewhere, you ask somebody, "Where's the best place to get this or get that?" So I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is Amish country. That I didn't know that either. And fun fact, you can't buy beer at convenience stores or grocery stores. You have to go straight to the distributor, and you have to buy by the case only.
Huh.
So they're serious about getting fucked up there. But
You buy by the case only anyway.
now you can get 6-pack singles. You can get a
I
convenience
said
store.
you.
I only drink what's on the table, which I'm not real sure why I don't have one in my hand yet. But ask somebody, where can I get some like home cooked meal? They told me Bob Evans,
oh,
best
fuck.
place in the world.
what?
I go to Bob Evans.
The Bob Evans sausage restaurant thing or whatever?
It
The
to me it's
garbage.
kind of
Breakfast
like
shit.
It's garbage.
it was kind of like a
It's like an IHOP.
no
It's IHOP,
no this
Denny's,
was
that's
the
what
same
it is.
shit.
this was like a Cracker Barrel Bob Evans like
Nah.
meatloaf, chicken fried steak.
It's mediocre.
But the only thing on the table was Heinz 57 sauce. There was no salt, no pepper, no nothing. It came out like they boiled it in a bag and no seasoning.
Boiled
it's
food
horrible.
is a big thing up there, too.
It was horrible. You can't get sweet tea above the Mason-Dixon line.
Yep.
And that ends in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like when you're at the Atlanta airport, you can't get fucking sweet tea.
No.
You get
Now,
raspberry tea.
I will say the Carolinas, you do get some
No.
mom and pop shops and deep Carolinas
Yeah.
where
And
you're.
you get barbecue, but you're getting vinegar based.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
but I worked in
but up north is
Ticonderoga.
horrible food. Is my point.
It is. I worked in Ticonderoga, New York, upstate. I'm talking about could fucking piss and hit the Canadian
That
border.
should be the country, from what I hear. If you go northern New York,
Well, so that is technically the country. Spaced out trees, mountains. It's like Kentucky Junior up there. The fucking food, straight ass. Every single place we went to eat, zero flavor. Nothing. You can't go to Houston and eat anywhere without getting a stupid amount of flavor.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know at what point people moved north and was like, you know what we're going to stop doing? Seasoning our fucking food because fuck them Southerners.
So
that's crazy.
we go to we sit on the board as consultants for a firearm company out of Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. We go up there fairly often. Every time they got to take us to the seafood place. It's always the same seafood place. They don't even use salt, pepper, nothing. It is just boiled meat. Like it is fresh. You get
Boiled
shrimp. They're
boiled crab,
fresh.
straight out the
Now
water.
I will say we
Straight
went to
out the
Sig.
water, in some water to boil them, and on your
We
plate.
went to Sig to
they
New
got
Hampshire.
butter though, at least.
No,
No, but no.
They don't
No,
do
you
shit
don't
there.
dip it in nothing. You just eat them.
we went to
just
New Hampshire though. We went to what we
Terrible.
thought was the where did all the rich politicians go? The Hamptons.
Oh, hell. Oh,
So somebody asked you want to go to the Hamptons. We're like, hell yeah, I want to see
Yeah,
the
I wanna
Hamptons.
go to the Hamptons.
Okay, well this is a different Hamptons.
We get in a car. They drive us to the Hamptons. We're driving around on a beach,
It looks
We're like-
kind of like the Hamptons, but it's
Ghetto.
not the Hamptons.
a
But-
ghetto Hamptons.
So we went to the seafood restaurant, looking at the beach. Pretty cool place. The best quality meat that I think I've ever had. Like the guy that was cooking it grabbed it right out of the fucking ocean.
Yeah, it's fresh.
shit.
But there is
fresh.
no flavor, no
None.
butter, no salt, no.
I just don't get
it's
it.
horrible.
They're
You
like-
can go to a fucking we're in Louisiana right now. North Louisiana is where we're doing this podcast at. You can go to the gas station next door or down the road or something like that.
You can go right here and get the best catfish you ever
Yeah,
ate
that's
in
what
your
I'm
life.
saying. You can get some good shit at a gas station around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Up north, you got to go to a restaurant and still get your fucking feelings hurt.
Up north
the
is
gas
where
station here has bacon wrapped jalapenos stuffed with
Oh, yeah.
cheddar cheese just in the convenience store.
Yeah,
They got
I mean, well,
fried catfish.
You
that
can
is-
walk in these gas stations, you know it's on. When you see that lady back there, gray-headed lady that's a little heavier set.
She got the
What you
apron
want?
on.
She back
Yes.
there cooking.
Got
you know it's
flour.
on. You
Yeah.
there's some good
Yes.
food.
Got
I'm
flour
gonna get something to
handprints.
eat here because I saw her.
Got that right.
If
You
you
know?
cross the
That's
Mason-Dixon
it.
line, that is when you start eating at Burger King, McDonald's, Sonic, Pizza Hut. all your chains, when you go up north, that's when you eat your chains because it tastes the same as it does down here.
Yeah.
Anywhere else, you just don't fucking do it.
That's fucking terrible. It is, honestly. I've traveled a lot. California, you know.
Now, California, I've been there.
I
That's
worked
some good
in
food, California.
I worked in the industrial district, stayed in a hotel in the industrial district in Los Angeles, California, stayed there for about 7 or 8 months. And the crazy thing out there is you can get good food, but you can get any fucking kind of food you can think of.
Oh, yeah.
Anything.
Anything.
It's almost Vegas.
We used to eat, there's this one place right beside the plant where I was used to work at, Haitian food. Man.
I have no idea what that is.
It's fucking great. It's what it is.
Well, we had a job in
Fucking great.
Bakersfield or something, and I had a buddy with me, Manuel Torres. His grandmother and family lived in Orange County. So we left the job site, drove down to Orange County, got to her house, and she made tacos. And I'm talking authentic tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Corn, they were homemade corn tortillas, homemade flour tortillas,
Probably fucking homemade salsa.
homemade salsa,
whole
homemade
nine.
pico, homemade guacamole, everything.
When you get the homemade tortilla with the homemade salsa combo,
She was
You're
making
in there.
homemade tortillas on a gas stove on the grate. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, I'll tell you what. She's like
That's good
93
shit.
years old, slapping tacos down.
I'll
That's some
tell
good
you
food.
So, Chris, you go to a new town never been to before. When you get there,
What you go
what
to?
type of food are you looking for?
I'm a steak guy, so I'm gonna grab a steak somewhere. I want to eat at a nice steak restaurant
For sure.
So,
And where are you from?
originally, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
So how long you been in Texas and you
2 years.
stayed in
2.5 years.
in that East Texas area?
Yes.
Trying to think.
I'm telling you, I don't know. Up there in Nashville, the Nashville hot chicken, that's my big thing. When I go up there, they just do it right. I like that hot.
Well, my
ass
point was
spicy
Texas
chicken.
has the number 1 and 2 steakhouses in the country.
Correct.
One of them's down in Seguin, and one of them is in Westphalia.
I don't know. I just feel like
For a
can't go
steak,
nowhere.
yeah. Being a steak guy, I've obviously coming here, the meat is fresher. It's coming from
It's right off the bull's ass.
they have Texas Wagyu.
Yeah, like-
so at a lot of
it's
restaurants.
got down a block.
I want to know who
so
that guy.
there's cows right down the street.
But
that they're
one
getting it
big
from.
Who's
thing-
the
Yeah.
guy that's massaging it? though?
Yeah, I wanna
wanna
know
who
who's
that
massaging those
motherfucker.
cows.
is.
One
bro.
big thing most people does not
You're gonna
understand
tell us the
is the
statistics.
difference of Walmart beef or
Yes.
meat, period,
Okay.
versus we raise cattle. So we slaughter our own cows, put it in the freezer. That meat does not any remotely taste like
That's a whole
Not
different.
at
you go
all,
to
for
the
sure.
grocery store and buy.
Well, you
Not
don't
at
have
all.
the preservatives because you're not holding it.
We've
on the
got
shelf.
a.
And he's, also you need to know Wagyu or
Yeah.
aged beef or all that. It's only 51% of the herd, ain't that right?
Yes.
So
When they sell their beef to the processors as Angus,
It's only
only
51%.
51% of those cows have to be certified Angus.
So in turn, the other 49% is not Angus.
they could
Correct.
be trash.
They would be stupid
They could be the
ranchers
worst
if they
cattle
gave
they have.
more than 51% Angus.
That's a good point.
So
That's a
they'll
good point.
they'll go buy shit cows, and out of 100 cows, 49 of them is
Regular shit.
bullshit cows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
So
what. There's
when you see
a,
the stamp that says certified Angus, you
But
got
that's
a
the thing,
51%
like-
chance of getting certified.
But
Being
that's
out in East Texas when we first
Right.
got here, I'm buying steaks from different stores. I'm going to all the different stores and getting,
Seeing
trying
who's
to
got the
different
best
steak.
butcher
'Cause they
shop.
all- they taste
Texas
different.
has
They taste
something
different.
that I've never seen anywhere else, and that is an actual meat market that you can walk into and buy half a cow, buy a steak, get a ribeye, cut it whatever thickness you want. They don't
didn't
have that here.
We didn't have a meat market in Nashville per se, but we had butcher shops that was very fresh and good, and that's what we.
Well, here there's only
once
two
I ate a
places
steak
I know
there,
of.
I was done. I didn't buy meat anywhere else but the
Right.
butcher shop. They knew us by name.
The processor
It-
where
it
I
was
take my cattle to have them cut up and processed, they have deep freezes out front, but you just have to know about it. It's not something that's advertised.
Yes.
So you can go there and buy pre-cut meat that's
Yeah.
in the deep freeze, or you can go buy half of a cow or a quarter.
When I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
my grandpa, we would pull up at a meat market, and he would go inside and get fresh summer sausage, fresh sliced cheese, and some crackers. He'd get back in the car, and that was our lunch, like where we were traveling. Or if you were every day shopping, you get your meat wherever. But if we were having a gathering and we needed steaks, we went
Call
to the meat
somebody.
market. They were cutting them
yeah.
fresh. Like there's
So-
a difference in that meat.
where I live at over there, we have Simmons Sporting Goods between my house and here.
Yes.
Well, the guy who owns Simmons also has a fucking cow ranch because I guess what else was he going to do with his money?
Talking about Hunter.
Oh, yeah. So he sells some fucking body sells steaks.
Are you
at
telling me
Simmons
that
now.
Hunter that owns Simmons has fresh meat over there, and I'm eating at fucking Walmart?
He owns a deli in Simmons now that when you check out, would you fucking buy your hunting shit? You can reach over, open the cooler, and slap a freshly cut steak that got there at 8:15 that morning on the counter and check out and leave.
It's not that you don't know where fresh meat is. It's that you won't spend the money for fresh meat.
It's actually very cheap.
I think you got me fucked up with somebody else, but I don't know of anywhere around here.
You can go to Simmons.
I'm not driving to Columbia. I'm not going to waste half a tank of gas for a steak. That's just.
No, I do.
But so you can get a raw.
I
raw
can't
cut
eat,
of meat over
I
there.
can't go to Walmart, buy a steak, and come home eat it. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I actually completely lost a taste for steaks. That's why I don't usually go to steakhouses, because around
Well,
here,
I
that's
don't
what they're
either.
freaking serving.
I pay 3
It's a
times the price to go to
nasty-ass
Gene
Walmart
Cox and have him cut me the steaks on, what is that, Arkansas Road, because that's the only place I know.
Yeah, I mean, I know you pay a lot of Cox for meat, but I think you should try Simmons.
Cox.
Yeah, Cox.
Gene Cox.
Yeah. I know you like
C-O-X.
Cox. You and Cox real close to each other. But what you need to do is go over to Simmons. You go in that motherfucker. You open the little cabinet door there, and they got every cut of meat you can think of in there, and they're actually very, very cheap. Like if me and the
I
wife
just
wants
call
a really
Hunter.
nice
I want a
steak,
cow.
yeah, if they want like a really nice steak, we'll go there and get one. I'll get me a new fucking hat or something dumb while we go down to Simmons because
That's
I
what
can't
I'm
afford
gonna
nothing
do.
else in there.
Well,
This
me
gentleman here is
treating
sitting
a
here talking
cow-
about the cows, but JJ has named these cows, and you're not killing those cows.
No, you're not
Oh,
killing.
you're
we're
full
gonna
of
have to
shit.
call
What do you
Hunter.
think's in my freezer?
That was the one, the last
you
one at the
didn't name, yeah.
Yeah, she
The
didn't name
only
that.
time it's not good is if we're sitting at the dinner table and one of the kids goes, "How does Amos taste?" That'll piss her off.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
As
You
long
ain't
as she
gonna
don't
kill it.
think about it, she's fine.
Yeah.
You ain't killing it.
We process all our pets.
I mean, my fiance, man, God rest her, she
God rest her soul. She
not
passed
really,
away?
but last week.
Last week? She died last week?
No, she
You
was
say-
so mad.
You say,
She went,
bless her heart.
bless her heart. She was so mad. She went to 3 different stores trying to get steaks, for dinner.
Yeah.
I come home. She's like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to start getting everything ready. And then, we'll eat some steaks. Cool. 45 minutes goes by. I'm like, where is she at?
Yeah.
What is going on? Call her. I'm at this. I was, oh, here we go. What happened? Well, I went to 2 stores. I'm walking into the 3rd now to get the steaks. I can't freaking believe this. Just giving me hell. I'm like, oh, shit. You wanted steaks? I'm trying to do this for you. I'm like, oh, God.
Now it's your fucking fault.
Now it's my fault.
It's your
Like, I'm
fucking
like,
fault.
I feel your
3rd
pain.
store, my fault. I'm just fucking getting these strips and coming home. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel your pain. My wife goes
She
to the
fixes
store.
them. I sat there and ate.
Oh,
it.
my God.
It kind of tasted like shit. I didn't like it really, but I kept my mouth shut. And if she
realize
listens to
she's
this,
gonna
now she
listen to
knows.
this
You clean that fucking plate.
Now she knows. But I kept my mouth shut. I ate my steak. It was great.
You
And
can't
that's
send-
that. I'm just like, you shouldn't have. If they didn't have it, just don't get it.
Is she
It's
strong,
okay.
independent, type A personality?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
You
what.
can't send my wife on a timeline.
That's what
If
I'm
you
saying. I mean,
send
she
her for a
went to
steak,
3 stores.
You can't do that because you call her at 45 minutes. Where you at? Well, I was at Max and I found out that everything I scanned was wrong and I'm getting it free and now I made them go get it all from the back and now I'm buying all the meat they got. And you're like, I just wanted a steak. What are you doing? So
I'll tell you what. Me and my wife are 2 very different people when it comes to food. She grew up Hispanic. She knows what she likes. We don't go eat a lot of Mexican restaurants, honestly. Like most of the Mexican food we eat is at home.
Yes. It's not the same.
I am white as fuck. I am the cracker. I am from the mountains of Caucasus. I am a white motherfucker.
So you do cocks too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I have a
It's the
huge one.
caucus.
Actually,
The mountain.
yeah.
The mountain of
So,
Caucasus.
My thing is, I fucking love Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden. Like Olive Garden is one of my
You
top
love
5
Olive
places.
Garden because they let you eat all you can in breadsticks and stuff.
It's the breadsticks. I can tell you right now. It's the breadsticks.
So here's my thing, right?
Breadstick
My
gravy.
wife, she does not like to go to restaurants that I like. Like I go to Olive Garden, I go to fucking Texas Roadhouse, I go to Outback. She's like, this is the whitest shit I have ever seen in my life. And I'm like, and I'm loving every fucking minute of it. But
I don't think I've ever had Cheetos served drinks.
oh, I'm telling
If
you,
I
right,
didn't
this is
serve a
nice
drink,
right
we
here.
wasn't going to get a drink. So
But so my wife does not like my food options ever, no matter where the fuck we go. If it is even a hint of fucking Olive Garden, pasta, pizza, she hates pizza. Hates it. She says it's
this
fucking
podcast
terrible.
brought to you by Crown Roll Apple.
She,
called
I
Cheetos.
wish.
Yeah, no kidding.
But,
the hell out of PBR.
But every time we go out to a city, like crazy ass place
PBR,
like
write a
Vegas,
check. I'll drink PBR.
Charlotte, Dallas, Houston, something like that, It's a fucking nightmare to try and find somewhere that we all like to go eat because Nakia doesn't eat vegetables.
That's the problem.
Yes,
right there.
Nakia doesn't like
It's
vegetables.
not a fact of me
Summer-
and you trying to find someplace
Summer
to eat.
wants to go somewhere cool as fuck. That's weird.
It's her and him.
Yeah, it's
because
her and
she
him.
wants to go the other spectrum where I've never been there. They got good ratings. I need to review.
You don't understand the menu
You
at
don't
Yeah,
all.
they got all
understand it.
kinds of colored, different colored shit on your
And
plate.
then when
it
you
comes
do
out,
that-
it's like, what is this?
When you do that,
And then
you knock
Summer's
him
like-
out because
Summer's like, "I'll
if it
order
ain't got
for
some
you."
normal shit, he don't want to eat there.
We went, my wife, what the fuck was that chicken place in the Venetian that we went to eat at?
Oh, that was
Some shit.
Yardbird.
Yardbird. My wife was like, I ain't getting none of the weird shit. Just give me a BLT. What she ordered was a deconstructed BLT.
On green tomatoes.
On green
It
tomatoes.
was a fried
It was-
green tomato.
it wasn't a fucking BLT. It was what the fuck was supposed to be in a BLT, but it was all cooked fucked up. And
No
it was
bun.
separate. No bun. No nothing.
it was
And she,
bacon, lettuce,
like-
and tomato.
Yeah, this
It
isn't my
was
sandwich.
It was just bacon,
they
lettuce, and
sat
tomato.
yeah,
Sitting
on a plate.
On
Yes.
a plate. They sat her fucking plate down. She was like, I ordered a BLT. That is a BLT, ma'am. She's like, no.
But if
Who
they
the
would've-
fuck is
if
not?
they would have listened to me, chicken and waffles, fried chicken,
Amazing.
big ass waffle.
can't eat it
spiced
all.
watermelon with homemade
I-
syrup. Oh,
I
dog.
just didn't want to pay $42 for fucking chicken and waffles.
Well,
don't
we could have
pay
paid $42
$42
for McDonald's in the same place, so we might as well
pay
get
it for
fresh
anything.
chicken.
And then what's fucked up about the Yardbird, right? Food was good, but I ordered a side of what I ordered, fucking asparagus, grilled asparagus.
Grilled asparagus,
I
yeah.
ordered something.
Yeah.
And I asked our waitress, I was like, so like this shit's like $17 for this fucking appetizer. Like, is it a lot? It's like, is it a big appetizer? Because I was like, this is $20 for this fucking appetizer. She's like, oh yeah, it's a whole bunch. Ah, shit you not. And just enough asparagus come out that I could have fucking got it all on one fork and ate it in one bite. And I was like,
was
motherfucker. I was pissed. Because I asked her. I specifically asked her. Because when you're in
He
Vegas.
then bitched the whole meal.
Yeah, when you're in Vegas.
The rest of the meal was trash.
You need to ask questions because the time before we were in Vegas, I got a platter in the Golden Nugget, a fucking seafood restaurant. You know what the name of the platter was? You know what the name of the meal was? Endless shrimp. You know what the fuck I got?
I saw you post that. It was a plate of four
fucking shrimp.
Yeah,
I got
Yeah.
4, and I'm talking about
He was
not
crying-
even
he
no
was crying
sides.
about
or
it on
nothing. I
Instagram.
paid $30 for a meal called Endless Shrimp, and I shit you not, it was 4 shrimp on a plate with taco sauce over them. No rice, no nothing. Nothing came with it.
And they were all of the food was straight up off the Cisco truck.
It was fucking terrible.
It was frozen shrimp that they
And then
throwed in the grease frozen. Still got a freezer burnt taste to it. Oh, it was
the
horrible.
manager, seeing that I was like, this, what the fuck? He came over there and was like, did you not like your meal? I was like, no, it was 4 fucking
Fuck
shrimp.
no, I didn't.
And I was like, it was called Endless Shrimp. They're like, that's just the name. They still had the goddamn tails on. The name didn't even make sense. They still had ends on them.
So mine, I took one bite off of each different food that I had. It was completely unedible, disgusting.
They gave him his money back for his.
Now, they said we're taking the main entrees off because
Yeah.
we made the mistake and said, I mean, the appetizers you brought out were pretty good. So they took the main entrees off. It was $187 for 4 people, and all we paid for was the appetizers.
See, I don't understand what y'all are doing.
So what the hell was
Because
the bill before he
at
took
the same
entrees?
time,
pissed. I
at the
was
same
pissed.
time they did that,
$387.
me and my
yeah.
wife go to this restaurant around the corner. Horrible food too, but she gets on Google and does something, and the guy that owns it is still sending her messages, pay for her flight, her room, everything, recook her meal, if she'll go change her review, and da 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 da.
Well, so what she
They
did
didn't
was
even
she
get their
gave
bill
him-
lowered.
She gave that motherfucker a realistic review, and everybody agreed with her fucking review.
Yep.
And that
Yes.
review's now at the top of their fucking Google review page
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
That's
And
bad.
so, but
Now
you
he's
know
wanting
what's-
to pay for her gambling and all kinds of. I'm like,
that
where we
shit
going?
though.
Like,
Vegas.
If you walk out of the back of the Golden Nugget, speaking of Vegas and the Golden Nugget, if you walk out of the back onto Fremont and hang a left, right down a few doors, there's a little restaurant that they have a shrimp cocktail over there that I found out.
are you talking about the $8.99 all you can eat?
No, they got a glass.
What is it? Not it's ribeye, but it's
I don't know if they have that.
Prime
But they
rib?
Prime
had
rib.
a glass jar, cup, fancy, with shrimp in it, full shrimp cocktail. It's like $1.
Oh shit!
$1 a glass, $1.99 a glass.
That ain't bad at all.
okay. So do you like
And I found that place like 8 years ago.
Do you
And
like exotic
one
stuff?
of our
or-
guys showed us, is like, man, they got
Yeah.
shrimp cocktails, or you can get it anytime you want, 24 hours.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah.
do you like exotic stuff and tasting stuff? And how or are you kind of walk a straight line?
Ahi tuna, about as far as I go.
All right, so right out of the back, same place you're talking about. Go out of the Golden Nugget, go across the Circa, go upstairs to the second floor, back right corner. It's called East 8. It's a little hole in the wall Chinese place, and it's just appetizers. List of appetizers, got a few main dishes, but you'll love that place. Like
First time I ever ate ahi tuna was in Vegas at Nobu. And,
Where'd we go this time in
it
Vegas?
was incredible. It was great.
It was very outside my norm. It was a sushi place. Samba.
it was sushi samba over in Palazzo.
Very outside my norm. I would normally never go. But
It's
we had
basically
a big
Chinese,
meeting there. So we
Korean,
went and had dinner with some executives.
Sushi all mixed, kind of. It's Asian fusion, is what they call it.
But it was good.
It's pretty good.
They had
Cooking on rocks and shit.
Yeah.
they bring big hot rocks.
Salt rocks.
Yeah.
Salt rocks.
Bring the big rocks out, put them on the table, and you cook
I didn't
your
get.
meat.
I didn't get invited. I wouldn't.
Wouldn't know
I
about
wouldn't
that
know.
one.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Well, that was a high roller meeting.
I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck I was. Probably drinking PBR somewhere playing penny slot.
I bet you was.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, you were on that one fucking machine we wouldn't get off of. That's where we were.
Hey, I'll tell you what. When I get hot, and I fucking lose all my money quick. But I was hot.
That night
I
we
was
got
hot.
I
So
pissed
we-
John off so bad.
Oh, this
I was
motherfucker,
following
man.
him. So he would sit down at a machine, stick $100 bill in, lose it.
You'd sit right down the same one.
I'd tell him,
Boom.
dog, if you get up, I'm gonna sit down. He's just like, fuck. So he'd stick another 100 in, lose it. I'd sit down behind him, stick $100 bill in, one mine and his money back. I
The
done
night
like
before,
three
he was on the
times on
machine
three
going,
different
shit
machines.
on him. And I'm behind him like, what is he talking
Oh,
about?
I was getting croaked
This
in that
dude was
bitch.
up like 40,
I was in the high roller
$300,
slots.
and this bird would come through, and like when it come through, the coins would change. But it kind of looked like the bird was shitting on him.
Yeah.
So John's like, shit on him
I'm over there
again. Shit on
slapping
him
this
again.
bitch. I'm slapping the fuck out of it. People are walking by like, what the fuck's going
I
on?
mean, that's
here?
one night we go down and sitting at the slots, and
So
I'm
usually,
a table guy.
that was about a $1,500 night for me.
I'm a
Like,
table
you know,
guy. I'm
Yeah.
a blackjack guy, and I'll sit there and
Oh,
I'll
I
win a
got
bunch,
up a lot.
or I'll lose a
got down
bunch.
a lot.
But we played slots this week, so
So we fucking went out there, and I don't usually. I mean, I'll go waste $200 or $300 on slots. This one fucking machine, man. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I was up like $6,300 in like 30 minutes. It was fucking crazy.
Cash out, I'm gone.
Well, I did.
No, we did cash out. We went and ate at the.
See, I
Then
shouldn't
went
have,
back.
I shouldn't have
And
cashed
then
the
went
fuck
back
out.
and he lost.
I'm
it.
cashing out. I'm gone. I'm probably going to take half that, put it on black on the roulette table, see what happens, and then we go.
I'm a blackjack guy, but when I sit down, I'm there. I'll play all night, all day.
I'm not a cards
know.
guy. I just can't fucking do it.
I like the slot machines. If I win a bunch of money, I go and put a good bit of it on black on the roulette table
Yeah.
just to see if I can double it.
Just see what the fuck happens.
I mean, it's their money anyways.
Yeah,
I
fuck it.
enjoy the
That's the way I
blackjack
look
table.
at it.
If we all go together,
Yeah.
sit at the table,
If
it's
4 or
all
5 of us can
friends.
sit down, that's
Yeah.
when
Talk
it's
shit,
going to be a good
have
time.
a good time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because depending upon where you sit, if you're sitting first or second, third seat, and other people are in the other seats, they're going to be pissed.
You just got to
Yeah.
control
You
the
know,
table.
why'd you do that?
Yeah.
You fucked up
That's-
my cards.
That's,
Well,
that's
we're not going to let
Chip.
you do that.
That's
So-
Chip and Summer.
Is it?
See,
Oh,
they
yeah. You
play.
sit at
They
the
play for
table with
serious
them,
shit.
They are serious.
They can
He'll-
fuck up your cards all day long, but if
He
you
will-
No,
fuck
I'm
up
not going to
theirs,
fuck up
it
your
ain't
he
cards.
yours.
will-
We're
he
going to
will-
win together, or
He's
we're
the
going to lose
guy that
together.
will sit at the blackjack table and
And tell
put,
you what to do.
well, he'll sit at the blackjack table, put 20 grand on it. When,
Oh, wow.
when you're sitting there playing with $100 bill,
Yeah.
and he's fucking serious.
Yeah.
So you play a card or
Yeah, he
ask
needs
for
to
a
go to
card.
a different table by himself.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
No,
you need to go over there.
I'll just teach you the game, and you can win too.
That's what we normally do. If I go to the blackjack table,
Blackjack is a team game.
if I go to the blackjack table, I'm going to sit down with Chip.
I can't do it. I'm hammered the whole time.
I can't even see what the cards say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like, damn, was
It's
that
a
an
team-
11?
I just-
it's a team game
I look up at Chip.
that is played together, and if you
yeah.
play it together, you're all going to win.
I just do what he tells me to
Blackjack
do.
and craps are the only two games in the entire casino where the odds are in your favor and not in the house's favor.
Okay.
Everything else is in the house's favor.
Correct.
So if you play the game properly, there's a 60% chance you're going to come out on top. And then if you play it for years and years and start learning shit and how the cards fall, you're not necessarily counting cards. You're just kind of
I will say this.
anticipation, I guess.
Sitting with Chip after he tells me all this crap, I sit down with him. He's showing me how to play. The casino will send a guy over there to fuck up your hand.
100%.
Like, we will get everything
They'll
running.
bust a new dealer in quick.
Oh, yeah.
Not just a dealer. They'll send a player.
They'll send that guy in to
If
come
there's
in and
an
play one
empty,
hand.
if there's an empty chair, he'll walk up, make one bet, turn around, walk away from the table. His one bet just jacked the cards up because you finally played right and the cards got stacked correctly.
Yeah.
And then they'll send somebody over there, come make a bet, and it throws one off card, which throws everything off. So he has proved to me he knows what the hell he's talking about. And if I sit at the blackjack table, I'm not doing it without chips sitting there at the table.
I don't know. I'm a penny slots guy.
So if you got a 14 showing,
Depends on what the dealer has shown.
there you go. Always. But,
The-
you know,
to make it simple, anytime you can let the dealer take a card, that's your best odds.
you got to stay.
You want to let the dealer bust,
Dealer has to hit.
all that stuff. So depending on what she's showing up, if she's showing a 10, you have to anticipate she's got 21. So you're playing for the highest you can. If she's showing anything from a 16 down,
16 down.
I'm letting her take the card. I don't give a shit if I've got, unless I have a 10 or 11, then I have to double down. That's my nature.
go.
I'm going to fucking ride. But if I've got a 12, she's showing a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, she's taking the card.
So if you're sitting at
And
the
the entire
table with
table.
him, he's planning for the dealer to take the card. You say, hit me. Oh, he'll sling shit. I've seen him run people off from the table. You dumb motherfucker.
You know that guy. So you're sitting there, and the guy
Well, the
next to
guy's
you,
got a 17. He's like, hit me.
yeah, the guy next to you already been playing you for an hour. So he's like, he looks at you, and you're like, so he's like, I'll stay. And the next guy's like, oh, and I'm like, shut up. He'll stay too. And he looked at me, and I said, you're staying. And he's like,
He does.
I'm gonna stay. And then the next one, and my wife's over there, and she's next to him. And she said, "Oh, bitch, you staying too? Like, we'll take over the table. Like, it just, I mean, we're gonna win money." So I've left the casino 60 grand up, 70 grand up. I've left the casino 20 grand down. We've several times gone, and I'll just throw it back. It's not my money at that point.
That's what he says.
as long as I leave with the same amount of money I came with, I'm happy.
I watch
Correct.
him.
I don't
I
give a
watch him
fuck.
sit down at the
Correct.
table.
Anything more than that, less than that, whatever. If I lose 100
No,
in
I'm
the
that
whole
guy.
week,
I'm that guy
like,
too.
fuck yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm that guy
Only
too.
lost 100
That's
I'll
what-
let their money ride.
all the day.
If I'm
All
winning
day.
money, I'll let
Not-
their money ride and all day.
See, I
every
don't.
day.
That's my money. Cheeto,
Hey,
I
my
watched him sit at a
Whatever.
blackjack table, cash in $100 worth of chips. I walked off, stayed gone an hour or so. I come back, he's got 8 grand on the table. I'm like, damn. I said, we gotta go meet the girls at the steakhouse. He slides it all out, loses the hand, gets up, we're walking off. I'm like, didn't I count up like 8 grand in that? He's like, yeah, that was their money. The fuck it was.
Yeah.
All you had to do was pick it up.
I go get back.
It was yours.
Yeah, fuck that. Me, I'm like, you know, I put $100
Yeah, but he could have
in.
walked away with 16. You know,
Coulda.
gave him 8.
Who
He
knows?
could have walked away with 16. That's
Exactly. That's
So-
my big thing. I put 100 in Friday night. If I leave with 100 fucking Sunday, that's a good weekend.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking
I've
weekend.
I've
you know?
blown a shit ton of money, sat down on the table the night before the flight, paid for the whole trip, won some money, got on a plane, flew home. Just
I'm telling
and
you.
then sometimes you lose your ass. I mean,
Yep.
it just is what it is. But
It is.
So we've gone around the world. We've been on some trips, been on the food, kind of got off a little bit, but want to run through a couple real quick. John, first, like if you go anywhere in the U.S., where is it? And if you have anything to eat, what is it?
Anywhere, and where am I going to go?
Favorite place to go or whatever, you know?
I would have to say there is a seafood restaurant about 20 minutes away from Panama City Beach where the guy who owns the seafood restaurant goes and fishes all morning, stops fishing at 2, and comes back and cooks whatever he caught that day. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. It's Captain something, but that is where I would go eat.
So Florida and that place.
Florida and that place, 20 minutes away from Panama City Beach. It's not Captain D's, maybe it's Captain T's, Captain P's, something like that. But he's got him and a bunch of employees that go out and they fish all morning, every morning. And whatever time they get back, about 2 o'clock, it opens up about 3 o'clock. And whatever the fuck they caught today is what's on the menu.
What you got, Kia? Where you going? What you eating?
If we go anywhere, first thing we look for is Mexican. We usually go to a Mexican restaurant. My number one, we've already said, is El Dorado Cantina in Vegas. So that's my go-to. But still, there's no place I'd rather eat than my wife's table.
God, you're such a
little
kiss
kiss
ass.
Yeah.
No, I'm not knuckle bumping
Yeah,
you. You're such a
come on.
fucking
What
kiss
you
ass.
got, Chris?
Put
Where
that
you-
motherfucker down.
Yeah.
Put that motherfucker down.
His nose so brown, I can't even find.
Where are you going? What you eating?
All right, I'm getting
So-
some tonight.
No, you're not. Don't fucking lie to nobody.
I'm going to Charleston, South Carolina. I love it. Beautiful place. Lots of great food. A lot of privately owned restaurants out there. You know, everybody just doing their thing.
Little yacht
So-
club too over there.
So I'm going to go to different establishments out there. We've been there a couple times, my fiance and I, and man, we couldn't eat at every one of them. You know,
Yeah.
like there's so much out there. It's all good. Bunch of different seafood dishes. I love it. It's good.
What
That's
you
good
got?
area.
No name guy in the background.
And I keep it pretty simple. I'd probably go have burger, pizza somewhere local. I'm not real picky as far
That's
as,
fucking terrible.
So
It
out of
remind
all
me
the
to never
places
let you
you've been,
pick.
nothing's like got to go back there. Got to have that again.
No.
Not even one of those steaks in Vegas. Nothing.
I wouldn't take a steak in Vegas over a steak in Texas,
No.
but
I had to throw.
I mean, at
something
this
out there.
point, I can make you some ramen noodles tonight.
No,
if
I
you're-
don't miss the ramen.
You
Miss the
don't?
ramen, no ramen.
Well, for me,
burgers and fries,
Mexican
pizza,
food is a staple for me.
tacos.
I mean, in Texas, it's either Mexican food, steak, barbecue, and it's a mix. I mean, if I'm going to eat a steak, I'm going to Seguin, Texas, outside of San Antonio. If I'm going to eat Mexican, I'm going to Fredericksburg at Montecitos. El Dorado Canteen is good. I don't know. I've ate a lot of places, so.
I'm going to El Dorado with y'all this year.
Oh, we're going to El Dorado.
November.
And
SEMA.
set
good
your
food.
expect-
It's got
set
good
your
seasoning.
expectations
They home make
low.
the tortillas. Don't
Low.
set your expectations low.
It's good.
They're already high, so
What-
y'all fucked up.
What
if,
ethnicity is your wife?
if they're not, she's white.
Okay.
So you don't
She'll
live
have
with
a-
a full
she'll
blood
have a great
Mexican
time.
that has
She'll have a great
quesadillas
fucking
every
time.
weekend at grandma's
Yeah,
house.
I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like
we
I'm,
we
my,
go
wife's,
to
my wife's cooking
Superior.
tamales right now.
I go to Superior a lot in Shreveport.
yeah,
Superior's good. We get fajitas every time, cheese dip.
well, that's the only
Love
thing
it.
about El Dorado that I don't like. They don't have cheese dip. They have fondue, which is just melted cheese on a cast iron, and that's not the
That's
same,
thing I get at Superior is they're melted like it's a bake.
You get the fajitas at El Dorado. All the meat is extremely seasoned. Their rice is seasoned. I could just eat a bowl of
good
their
food.
rice.
It's seasoned food, but it's not Mexican food.
It's seasoned.
It's Mexican food. It's not. It's Tex-Mex. It's not authentic, but it's Mexican
Where
food.
else in Vegas can you go and get seasoning on your food?
If I let my wife cook in the parking lot,
We're gonna have this damn debate all day long. Oh, wait a minute, JTX, new things coming.
New things coming. We got a few surprises for 23.
So we got some surprises.
We got a few surprises for 23.
Do they have to remain a surprise?
They need to do. Well,
So we can't show them on the Outlaw Way podcast.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
the
you know,
anticipation is
A little sneak peek, a little
you know.
something.
So we're in Texas. What's big in Texas? Big trucks
women.
and
According
also
to John Cox.
also lowered trucks.
Oh, little Swalo
So,
in there, huh?
Yeah,
Little hydraulic.
That's
So
what I'm talking about.
lowered trucks.
I got you.
The narrowed rear ends, big wide lips.
Yeah.
That's a 2-piece billet wheel.
I got you.
So-
I got you. Okay.
Little sneak peek.
Maybe
We'll
a little
let your
something like that.
imagination go from
Little-
there. Huh?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Slam Silverados in your future? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
there we go.
A couple Tequaches thrown in
So
there.
like
Tequaches?
nobody knows. I own one.
Tequaches?
Yeah, you don't know what Tequache is?
I own one of those trucks. So maybe some wheels on those trucks.
Maybe.
We
Looking forward
might
to
have a
that.
few of those trucks in our stable.
If you
never
give her
know.
a few quad,
Nobody's seen them yet.
Her lips
Tequaches.
get bigger. Is that what we're saying?
So will we see some of this by the JTX Truck Show?
Which one? Because we're going to fucking all of them.
Smoky Mountain
so
Truck Fest.
obviously we have a huge schedule this year. Got about 16 events we're going to.
Think to be for bandas and
Smoky
truckers?
Mountain.
100% will be for bandas and truckers.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is the
100%.
show for
Yeah.
that rim. Yeah.
100%.
And where's that at?
Tequache headquarters.
Oh, Tequache.
Yeah, Fort Worth, Texas.
That is what my tactical midgets are going to say when they exit the bus. Tequache.
Hey, we got Texas Hold'em too. It's
Texas
it's
Hold'em,
in
that's
Houston.
right.
Yeah,
That's right. Shit's
it's in Houston.
We got all kinds of shit. Y'all go check out the schedules. Go check out our social medias. You can find JTX at JTX Forged across the board. Instagram, TikTok,
OnlyFans,
website,
Facebook.
OnlyFans. You can all of it. Facebook. Chris's personal numbers at the bottom of every page. Call him up. Tell him what you think. For the boss and for Nacho, I'm Cheeto, and there is only one way, and that is
The
The
Outlaw
Outlaw
Way.
Way.